Hey gang, welcome to chapter 12 of the Crucible Chronicles. And I'm so excited because Mass Mutation is finally out here in the US. And I got my hands on some decks. So for this chapter of the Crucible Chronicles, we're going to open up a sealed Mass Mutation deck and just have a go. 5 games with it. We'll get our impressions, just see what we can do with it. I am also super excited that the good folks over at TCO, the Crucible Online, have at this point put up basically a development server where kind of they're testing some of the Mass Mutation stuff, which I do believe is going to hit the main website out later this week. So that's where we're going to be playing. But first things first, let's open some cardboard. Let's do this. All right, let's get to it. Let's open ourselves some cardboard. If you haven't seen how we open decks here on the channel / stream, I guess, I do it in the most excruciatingly slow way possible. So we got this all sealed. Just want y'all know things are on the up and up. We're gonna go ahead and open this. Gonna maybe take a guess at what houses we're gonna see in here based on the names, based on the Archon name rather. Let's see what we got. Ooh, this is pretty sweet. It's a pretty sweet name, Zinder the Righteous. Like it. Righteous, I mean, that's got to be Sanctum, right? Got to have some Sanctum in there. And I'd love some Logos. Logos has been doing pretty good in this set. Also, I feel like Untamed has been doing pretty well. But you know, let's go with Sanctum Logos. Sanctum Logos Untamed. Again, if you want to pause real quick, you can pause, put your guess in the comments, and then pick back up, and we'll see if you got it right. So what I say? Sanctum Logos Untamed. Let's see what we got. We got Shadows. Okay, not doing good for the home team. So far, 0 of my guesses were right. Dis. All right, I wanted Dis. I didn't guess it though. Come on, this can't be Righteous without Sanctum, right? Oh, the Saurians. All right, it's completely bamboozled there. Not right at all. It's all good. Hopefully your guesses were better than mine. Shadows is seems to be doing pretty well from the stuff I've seen so far. Definitely some cool synergies, cool plays. This Archon definitely looks pretty righteous, and not like a righteous dude. It looks like an actual righteous angel or something. Let's take a look here. We're gonna go with Dis last because, you know, we got to build the hype for those 7 sins. Let's see what we got here. Would you look at that? You can't make this stuff up, folks. It's coming. You know what this means. We're gonna have a Maverick Ultra Graviton, or whatever it's called. I'm just kidding. I think we got Ducilis. Let's see what we got now. Axiom, ward a creature. We've seen this before. I feel like this is definitely losing a lot of potency in this set with the amount of captured ember that we're seeing, but it's all good. Citizen Tricks is a pretty good one, pretty fun. Play, Reap, Exalt Citizen Tricks, Steal 1. I realized I didn't actually talk through this. This is the what do you call it? The way to pick up a component of a giant creature. So this is paired with a giant creature that we're going to see at the end. You know, spoilers. It's going to be Ducilis, I do believe. Search your deck and discard pile for either half of a gigantic creature. Reveal it and put it into your hand. Shuffle your deck. Let's go back to where we were at. All right, there we go. Double Citizen Tricks. We got double Citizen Tricks, and a Ducilis coming down the pipe. Consul Primus gives an enhance somewhere in the deck. 3 power Reap. Move 1 from a creature, 1 ember from a creature to another creature. We got Faust the Great. Your opponent's keys cost +1 for each friendly creature with ember on it. You may exalt a friendly creature on play. Oh, here we go. Blast from the Past. Exalt a friendly creature. Archive a Saurian creature from your discard pile. Deal damage equal to the archived creature's power to an enemy creature. Got some utility there. Okay, here we go. We got Exile. Oh, this is pretty fun. So this is enhanced with a capture. So when you play this, you get an ember, and then you get to capture an ember onto a creature, and then immediately after doing these two things, you resolve the effect, which is give control of a friendly creature to your opponent. So that's pretty fun. You can capture an ember from them and send that creature over to them. Neurotaurus. All right, I haven't seen this one before. Fight. Enemy creatures cannot reap during your opponent's next turn. Reap. Enemy creatures cannot fight during your opponent's next turn. That's pretty cool. Here we go. We got the Monument to Strix. You may spend Ember on Monument to Strix as if it were in your pool. As an action, move one Ember from your pool to Monument to Strix. If Citizen Strix is in your discard pile, move one Ember from any player's pool to Monument to Strix instead. That's pretty cool. And then these last two, badoo. Man, I wish I knew I was going to be getting a giant creature here. I maybe would have zoomed out this camera, but I don't know if you can see this. Looks pretty sweet. Look at Ducillus. Oh, he's even enhanced. Look at that. Enhanced Ducillus with the damage. And then let's take a look at this 20 power mutant creature. Play only with the other half of Ducillus. Play capture all of your opponent's Ember. Deal 5 damage to an enemy creature. Fight Reap. Move one Ember from Ducillus to the common supply. Deal 2 damage to each enemy creature. Wow, that is pretty ridiculous. And come on, just look at this. Look at this creature. Just an absolute monster right here. It's just tearing down the town. It's got like a building in his hand. So that is a large creature. I will say that much. Let's see what we got next. Man, maybe I should have waited on the Saurian. I should have done the Saurian last. That's super exciting. Going into Shadows, Bow Knifing. Play steal 1 Ember for each forged key your opponent has. That's pretty cool. 2 power. Got Francis the Economist. 3 power Skirmish. Upon fight, each player gains 1. Got a good old favorite here, Mug. Got an Ember Pip. Move 1 Ember from a creature to your pool. Deal 2 damage to that creature. Seeker Needle. Deal 1 damage to a creature. If this damage destroys that creature, gain 1. Another new one. Shoulder Id has Taunt. Shoulder Id cannot fight. When Shoulder Id would deal damage, steal 1 instead. So this is pretty cool. Good way to disincentivize your opponent from trying to fight into it, because once it gets fought into, you steal an Ember. Oh my goodness, look at this. Subtle Auto coming in absolutely hot with some damage. Double damage enhance on Subtle Auto. Subtle Auto forces your opponent to discard a random card from their hand. Got to Vandalize here. 1 Ember Pip. Look at the top 3 cards of your opponent's deck. Discard 1 and put the others back in any order. Pretty cool. All right, here we go. Boss Zarek. Enhanced with a capture. Possibly enhanced himself with a capture. Each friendly creature with Ember on it gains elusive. That's pretty cool. Good old elusive Ducillus. That's just what we needed. Perplexing Sophistry. If you have more Ember than your opponent, they discard a random card from your hand and you draw a card. Heist Knight Alpha. Steal 1 Ember for each friendly thief creature. Cool. Got Liam Say, who unfortunately is not a thief, just an elf. Elusive. At the start of your turn, you may deal 1 damage to a creature. And lastly, we got the Techno Thief. Elusive, 3 power, Reap ability, discard a card from your hand. If you do, draw a card. So that is Shadows. Let's see how things end up with this here. Got the Dark Minion. Oh, that is pretty handy. Look at that. Enhances damage, and it is enhanced itself with damage. Of course, having the destroyed effect, deal 1 damage to each enemy creature. So this is kind of cool. You can play the Dark Minion. You could deal damage to a creature with this the damage enhancement, or you could play the Dark Minion, have it kill itself, and deal 1 damage to each enemy creature. So that's a pretty cool enhancement. We got, of course, one of the greatest, if not the greatest, board wipes of all time. Gateway to Dis. Destroy each creature. Gain 3 chains. Got the Implosion. Destroy a friendly creature and an enemy creature. We got double Implosion. You know, why not? Let's have an inspector for our implosions. All right, so we got, let's see, we got 7 cards left. Could be 7 sins. It is not 7 sins, but we got Mindfire. Your opponent discards a random card from their hand. Steal 1 for each bonus icon on the discarded card. Let's have a second Mindfire. There seems to be like a good amount of forcing your opponent to discard. Got the, what was it, the subtle auto, some other stuff earlier. 2 of these Mindfires. Waking Nightmare. Keys cost +1 for each disc creature in play during your opponent's next turn. Not a huge amount of disc creatures right now. Grim Reminder. Choose a house, archive each creature of that house from your discard pile. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool with the Ducilis too. I think you could probably grab both halves of the creature. Hystracog. Enhance 3 damage on other cards. This one itself, of course, also has a capture icon on it. Action, destroy a damaged creature. Nice synergy with the Dark Minion. Oh, look at this. A Relentless Creeper with a capture on it. So that's pretty cool. After you choose this as your active house, you may return Relentless Creeper from your discard pile to your hand. So that's pretty handy. Basically, whenever you call this, you'll know, assuming this is at least in your discard pile, that you'll be able to capture one on some creatures. So that's pretty cool. And lastly, the Dance of Doom. Choose a number, destroy each creature with power equal to that number. Well, I gotta say, I love the name of the deck. The Ducilis is pretty exciting. I'm gonna get some nice clickbait for this this chapter with the Ducilis. So I love that. Let's. I mean, ultimately, it's gonna be fun, but let's see how it plays. All right, let's hop into today's game. All right, we got ourselves a game. Let's do this. Oh man, what are we playing against? Uh-oh, deck name is not working. It's all good. A unnamed deck. Oh, Parmesan. Parmesan, the Despot of Sleet Cove. Let's see what we're looking at here. So, Disc Shadows Star Alliance. I don't really know much stuff here. They have some Mindfires. We have those too. No Sins. I know that much. They have a Dark Minion. What about the Star Alliance? Mutagenesis Researcher does a bunch of enhancing, I do believe. Subject Kirby is pretty cool. Allows you to play a non-Star Alliance creature. Let's see what we got here. We're going 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going first. Do we play down the Monument to Strix? Do we... Maybe we play down this Techno Thief, actually. I think I like that. Play down the Techno Thief. The Techno Thief, reap, discard a card from your hand if you do draw a card. So a couple things I just want to mention. The interface is possibly a little bit weird. Well, it's definitely weirder than my videos normally. The way I kind of alter the TCO UI doesn't work on this site. Oh, there goes our Monument to Strix off of a subtle auto. And then there's the Nexus. Nexus coming down. I think we go back to Shadows. Shadows. Let's go back to Shadows. Techno Thief. Let's reap to get rid of Axiom. This could be a bad idea, but alright, got an Inspector, and then we'll mug. Suppose put some damage onto Nexus. Why not? Why not? And end our turn. We got the It's Coming, so there we go. We just need some more. We need another part of Ducilis for this to work. Thinking maybe we go into Dis next though. Double Mindfire could be pretty valuable. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so the interface, the way I modified the interface to cut the cards and stuff doesn't work on this site. But I didn't want to spend a bunch of time trying to figure that out. I just wanted to get some gameplay to y'all, some mass mutation gameplay. The other thing is, this is very much in kind of development. So if we encounter any bugs, if it's a sufficiently bad bug and we need to fix it, you'll probably never know, or I'll like fast forward through the video or something. Oh my, Subject Kirby comes down. That's pretty good. Definitely wishing I had that mug now. Holy, look at this. They're popping off. Subject Kirby throws down Brabble. Brabble throws down nothing. Ensign El Samra. Oh my goodness. I think we still go Dis. Fortunately, we still have the gateway to Dis, so that's pretty handy. Let's do Mind Fire. So, Whale of the Danged is gone. And how does this work? Steal one for each bonus icon on the discarded card. Oh, nice. So that actually still stole. That's pretty good. Mind Fire again. Oh, there goes Rad Penny. Get that thing out of here. That's so good. And then we'll play out the Imp Spectre. So not incredible, but definitely a thing. We got Blast from the Past here. We don't have any Saurian creatures to archive, sadly. We got the ouch from our opponent. Indeed, that was pretty good. Rad Penny, for those who aren't aware, has 1 power playability, steal 1. When destroyed, shuffle Rad Penny into your deck. So that's pretty nice. Unsurprising, our opponent is going with Starlights. Boy, it's we're definitely seeing some Starlights happening here. And I don't have anything to do about it. I think I actually just need to kill this Kirby. Need to kill the Kirby. Bone, I think, does a whole lot of nothing. The alternative is I can play some cards here. Let's try for Shadows. Also, no, I think I need to kill this Kirby. Undoubtedly, need to kill this Kirby. Oh, Doom Sigil. Forgot about that. Forgot about that. Oh yeah, we can capture something. Let's capture something onto the Imp Spectre. Throw out Bow Knithing and end our turn. Alright, we got Implosion here. At some point we need to offload some Saurian cards. Implosion, let me remind myself, destroy a friendly creature and an enemy creature. It's pretty strong. Alright, they're going with this. Dominator Bobble. Oh my gosh. They just mind fired our, it's coming. Well, rip us. Rip the dream. Well, I guess that makes calling Saurian easier. Stirring Grave. I think we got all sorts of stuff. We need to, I guess, just move some cards or something. Yeah, I guess we'll just go Saurian. Console Primus. Neurotaurus. Discard Blast from the Past because I don't have any Saurian creatures here. And I'm feeling pretty foolish for getting rid of that Axiom at this point. Oh, bummer. Look at that. We got a Waking Nightmare. We got a Relentless Creeper now. We got Grim Dawn, so we can archive all the lack of creatures we have in our discard pile. Oh boy. I was noticing while I was waiting for a game, there is definitely some pretty cool synergy with the enhancements in this deck. You know, we got obviously the Dark Minion one with the damage that I was talking about.
Boss Zarek with a capture is pretty sweet. Each friendly creature with Ember on it gains elusive, and you get to capture onto a creature. So that's pretty good. Subtle auto, I mean, 2 damage, that's pretty good, but I don't know. I don't know if it's a particular synergy. And obviously the exile with capture is another really nice synergy. So, but the synergies are not helping us here. We got ourselves in a bit of a sticky situation. We got maybe some shadows plays here. Maybe some shadows plays. They got this Brabble out. Explode Rover with the Observe You Max. Ensign Samra. It's to get a pip and a draw. The pip and a draw out of it. It's pretty solid. We may, yeah, it's definitely looking like we're gonna be going into disc just to hold this key. We will hold the key. Flash shielding. I think that maybe was down before. Sheesh, man, there's these card draws pretty good. All right, we'll go with this then. So we got Grim Reminder. That doesn't do a whole lot for us. We got Implosion, destroy a friendly creature and an enemy creature. We could destroy this Bone Kniving. That could be pretty good. This Ensign Samra is pretty. I mean, there's like a lot of things that I want dead. Let's go ahead and do this. We'll throw out the Relentless Creeper to capture one onto Neuratoris. We want to kill something here. Bone Kniving and something else. Alright, so we'll kill Bone Kniving. Then what are we most worried about? We can kill this. We'll kill that. If we fight into Commander Chan, it will actually die from the Doom Sigil. So let's actually do that. They'll get up to 6, but we do have this Waking Nightmare. Keys cost +1 for each dis creature, so it'll be an additional 2 now. Sadly, it couldn't quite tax them. Choose a house, archive each creature of that house from your discard pile. Man, we got Bone Kniving, which maybe would be a good thing. Maybe would be a good thing. Gain 1 chain. Oh man, it's so sad. It's so sad. Uh-oh. Oh, it did work. So the UI was a little bit funny there, so I wasn't sure. All right, so we got half of Ducilis. Also got the Gateway. Got the Gateway. Rad Penny. Are there 2 Rad Pennies in this deck? They already made it through? Holy. Absolutely popping off. So we got a capture on this exile. Capture on the exile. Bone Knifing will steal 1 if we go that route. Boy, we're looking like we're in a pretty rough way here. Definitely looking like we're in a pretty rough way. Do we Gateway here? I just feel like in some way we have to. This is funny. So this Dark Minion actually will kill itself. We could also play the Dark Minion, kill itself, That'll take out three creatures. Man, I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. They're also sitting on 11 Ember. We gotta move cards, whatever we do. Let's go, man. Yeah, let's go with this. We'll reap here, I guess. Man, look at this. We have 0 Ember. This is very sad. Play out the Dark Minion. Kill itself. Kill some stuff over there. Pitch the Gateway to this. How did we get in such a weird way? How did we get in such a rough way? Alright, well, we get 2 steal off of the Boss Zarek. Or off the Bone Knithing. Looks like we'll get a capture off of Boss Zarek. Vandalize. Maybe we can we can get rid of that Rad Penny that we just shuffled back in. Well, so far so good in terms of bugs, but this has definitely been a pretty challenging game for us. We'll see if we can make any headway moving forward with this deck. Good news is we got at least 4 more games in this chapter of the Crucible Chronicles, so we'll figure something out. Oh dear, they're stealing. Oh dear. We're not even gonna afford it. We have 0 Ember. Wow, that's savage. Well, I do think we got ourselves bested here. Still waiting on Bacillus. Our double Strixes would have been good. Faust the Great probably could have done something for us too. Did I just play things really slow? Maybe that's my problem. Play the Secret Needle. We'll Vandalize to get rid of Gamgee, I guess. We'll Bone Knithing to steal 2. Can you believe this? Bone Knithing to steal 2. And we can't even get to check. Can't get to check. Go ahead and reap here. Toss down the Shoulder Id, I guess to the right. Boss Zarek to capture 1 onto Francis. We got this. Oh my, we just got rinsed. Well, GG to our opponent. Man, that was a clinical takedown of the of Zinder the Righteous. Not so righteous in this matchup or in this particular game. Oh, there's Bacillus. Oh, we got him. We got him in the very end. We picked him up against all odds. Yeah, it's a bit of a bummer that It's Coming got tossed so early. I guess. Yeah, it would have made a difference, I think, had we still had it, but I don't know if we would have still been holding it. Anyways, I hope that this has been interesting for you. I'm certainly excited for Mass Mutation. I think there's some pretty cool stuff that's happening in this set of KeyForge, and I'm just excited to get some fresh experiences in a game that will really, truly never be stale. So again, thanks for checking out this episode of the Crucible Chronicles. I will be back later in the week with another game with Zinder the Righteous, and we'll see if we can. I feel like at this point, 0 keys, only 4 Ember. We can only go up from here, so that's great. That's great. I will catch you all later. So long.